Good morning, children. This lesson is for class 6 for the subject of chemistry, chapter number 1, Introduction to Chemistry, from your textbook, Concise Chemistry, Selena Publishers. It is being submitted to you on 3rd of May 2021. Children, all of us are familiar with the word science. But what is science? How is modern man different from primitive man? What are the various factors that led to the development and progress of human beings? The word science comes from the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. Science is the systematic study of the natural and physical world through careful observation and experimentation. Since ancient times, man has always been curious to know about nature and the beautiful world around him. This led to the development of new ideas and concepts. These organized discoveries were given the name science. So, science is the systematic study of the natural and physical world through careful observation and experimentation. Children, science is broadly classified into physics, chemistry, and biology. Physics, the branch of science that deals with the study of the behavior and nature of matter, energy, and measurement. Whereas chemistry is the branch of science that deals with the study of different kinds of substances, their nature and properties, and how they react or interact with other substances. Biology is the branch of science that deals with the study of living organisms, their structure, function, and growth. A person who studies and gains specialization in chemistry is called a chemist. Now, children, in olden days, probably a branch of tree or a stone became a tool for human search. With those tools, early man could get their food easily and could protect themselves too. With time, these tools improved and tools made of metals came into existence. For example, while using stones as tools, an ancient man most likely rubbed them together, which made the stones so hot that a fire was produced. The fire and its controlled use was one of the mankind's first great innovations. Fire allows us to produce heat and light to cook food, to make it easier to chew and tastier, to clear forest for planting, to keep predator animals away, and to burn clay for ceramic objects. Similarly, humans invented agriculture during the New Stone Age. Prior to the development of plant cultivation, human beings were hunters and gatherers. It was because of the observations of humans that gave mankind an idea to grow plants and produce fruits. Thus, slowly and gradually, the basic knowledge of science developed. So now we can say that science is the systematic, ongoing effort by human beings to study, understand, and utilize nature for meaningful purposes. This understanding is slowly developed by careful observations and experiments. Now, children, let us discuss the importance of chemistry. Chemistry touches all areas of our lives. Most things around us are either made of chemicals or are produced by chemical reactions between two or more substances. Chemical reactions and processes form a part of our everyday life. For example, cooking food, lighting matches, breathing, digestion all involve chemical reactions and processes. The products we use, such as medicines, soaps, detergents, toothpaste, cosmetics, are made of chemicals. The chemical industry gives us building materials, plastics, machinery, vehicles, clothing, fertilizers, and pesticides. Now, before discussing further, let us test ourselves by answering the following questions. Number one, the Latin word for knowledge. Number two, a person who gains specialization in chemistry. Number three, the branch of science which deals with the study of organisms, their structure and growth. Number four, the three main branches of science. Number five, a chemical process which occurs in living organisms. And the answers are number one, scientia. Number two, chemist. Number three, biology. Number four, physics, chemistry, and biology. And number five is digestion. Children, let us continue further in and try to find the historical perspective of chemistry. The concepts of chemistry were developed gradually over the years. Earlier, the observation which could not be explained on the basis of scientific concepts was called a magic. Now, how we have proceeded from magic to science. The principles of chemistry have been applied by man since ancient times. The development of chemistry started with the discovery of fire. Fire enabled man to purify metals which led to the development of metallurgy. Metallurgy is the branch of chemistry that deals with metals, their production, and purification. Metals were extracted from naturally occurring substances called ores. Gold was identified as one of the earliest known precious metal by man. The Bronze Age workers nearly 5,000 years ago were considered as the earliest chemists. They combined metals such as copper and tin to form alloys like bronze. Now, what is an alloy? An alloy formed by combining two or more metals has a greater strength than that of individual combining metals. Around 1500 years later, scientists were involved in the practice of turning base metals such as lead into precious metals such as gold. This practice was called alchemy, and the people who practiced alchemy were called alchemists. The alchemists believed that all elements were derived from the same original substance in varying degrees of purity. Metals such as iron and lead were thought to be undeveloped forms of gold. They used the principles of science, mystery, and spirituality in their quest to turn base metals such as iron, tin into gold. They searched for a mythological substance called philosopher's stone that was believed to have the ability to combine with base metals and turn them into gold. The stone was also believed to hold the secrets of remaining young and living forever. The alchemists failed to find the philosopher's stone. However, alchemy was not a worthless quest. Alchemists created new alloys and manufactured various acids and dyes for the first time. They developed various processes to separate substances from mixtures. The techniques used by alchemists formed the foundation and basis of modern chemistry. The 16th and 17th century saw further advances in metallurgy, the extraction of metals from ores, and systematic quantitative experiments. The Iron Pillar near Qutub Minar in Delhi highlights ancient India's achievements in metallurgy. The Iron Pillar was built many years ago, is made up of iron that has not been rusted, corroded for over 1600 years. It is made up of iron mixed with high percentage of phosphorus. By the 18th century, the field of chemistry was completely separated from ancient traditional alchemy. Still, modern chemistry in general owes a great deal to alchemy. Now, children, let us recapitulate the topic learned so far by answering the following. You have to check whether the statements are true or false. 1. The practice of turning base metals into gold is called chemistry. 2. The philosopher's stone was believed to hold the secrets to remaining young and living forever. 3. The iron pillar has rust, corroded, and decomposed over 1600 years. The answers are 1. False, 2. True, 3. False. With this topic, I am ending up today's interactive session. Kindly do the following questions as your home assignment. Number 1, what is science? 2, what is chemistry? 3, what is alchemy? 4, what is philosopher's stone? Thank you, children.